Hey, how's it going on, guys? So in this video we'll discuss about this problem, binary tree maximum path sum. Given a non-empty binary tree, find the maximum path sum. For this problem, a path is defined as any sequence of nodes from some starting node to any node in the tree along the parent-child connections. The path must contain at least one node and does not need to go through the root. Let us see some examples. For this example, the output is 6 as the path is 2, 1, 3. For the second example, the output is 42 as the path is 15, 27. So the output is 15 plus 20 plus 7, which is 42. Okay, so let us consider some more examples. Let us consider this example. In this example, the path is 5, 27. Output is 5 plus 20 plus 7, that is 32. And in the second example, the path is 11 minus 10, 27. Output is 28. So how are we going to tackle this problem? What we are going to do is, we are going to write a recursive method to solve this problem. And we are going to provide the root node in the recursive method. Correct? Let us name the method as maxGain or gain. So what we are going to do is, once we have written this method and we have provided the root node, we are going to recur on the left part and we are going to recur on the right part. Correct? So once we have recur on the left part and once we have recur on the right part, we have the gain from left part and the gain from right part. Correct? Now what will I do is, I will create a value in which I'll just add left gain, that is the gain from this subtree, the current node value, and the right gain, that is the gain from this right subtree. So this is equal to the current sum. So we are considering a path in which the path is going through the left subtree, the current node, and the right subtree. So this is the possible candidate, correct? So this is the current sum, and we will just maintain a max sum and we will compare the current sum and max sum. And in case the current sum is greater than max sum, we will just update the max sum. Now what we have to return out of the recursion? As you can see, suppose the recursion is over here. Suppose the recursion is at this node. So what we just did is, we find the left gain, which is 7, the right gain, which is 2. The current sum will be equals to 20 plus 7 plus 2, which is equals to 29. So this is one of the candidate. Now what we have to return we have to return a path, either the left part or the right part. So we will just return the current node value and the max of gain from left part and right part. So let me just write the code for it and then things will be more clear. I try to explain it to you once again after writing the code. What I mean to say is, let's consider a value called maxsum. And we will write, okay, so what we will do is, first let me initialize this value maxsum as integer dot min value. After this, what you're going to do is, you're going to call a method called, say, maxGain, and you're going to provide the root node to it, and after the method is over, we will simply return maxsum. So we are going to update this maxsum inside this method. So let us see how we can write this method. So this method will return int. Let us name, so the name is maxGain, and we have tree node root. So what I just said is, we are going to recur on the left part and on the right part. So we will have left gain, which is root dot left, and similarly we have right gain while recurring on the right part. Correct? What we will do is, we will find the current sum, which is equals to the root dot value plus left gain plus right gain. And then what we will do is, we will simply return the root dot value plus math dot max of left gain comma right gain. Before this, I have to do one more thing. I have to update max sum in case the current sum is greater than this. So we will just take max of max sum comma sum, and we have to write a base case as well. In case root equal null, we will simply return 0. Now actually there is one error in this code, and what the error is, I'll just try to explain it to you. Let us consider this example. So when the recursion is at this node, that is at 20, we're trying to find the left gain and we're trying to find the right gain. As you can see, the value over here is only exists one value, and this value is negative. So we'll be getting a negative gain out of it. So what is the point of adding a negative value? So in case we are getting a negative gain out of the left subtree or the right subtree, we will just update the gain to be 0. That is what we can do over here is, while calculating the left gain, what we can do is we can take max of two values. The first value is this only, and the second is 0. What I mean to say is that in case this is returning a negative value, we will take the left gain to be 0. And similarly for the right part, math.max of, we will provide this value. The right gain, in case right gain is negative, we will consider 0. Correct. So for example, in here, as you can see, the left gain is going to be negative. So what we will do is, when recurring on the left part, it is going to return a negative value. So we will just update the left gain to be 0, because we are taking the maximum of left gain, that is the recursion on the left side, and 0. So I guess that's it. Let me just run this code. So it's giving the correct result. Let me submit this solution. So it got accepted. One more point I want to make over here is, why are we returning this? Why root value plus math.max of this? The reason for this is, let us consider this thing. Now when I'm done with this and I have to return the recursion from here, I have to return only single path, either this path or this path. That's why what we are doing is, we are taking the current value and we are taking the max of left gain and the right gain. Correct. So that's why this thing is there. And it might be possible that this is negative and this is negative. So what we will do is, in the left gain and the right gain, we have already done this. So in that case, both of these values will be 0, and we will just returning root value. So I guess you got my point. So I guess that's it from the video. So in case you have learned anything from the video, you can hit that like button, and you can even subscribe to my channel to support my channel. Thank you.